tomorrow. What's it like winning $10 million from Publishers Clearinghouse?
Oh, it's just like being on the TV commercials.
Our cameras were there for an exclusive look at history in the making.
Believe me, it's great.
Plus, a Cosmo beauty shares a dark, lifelong secret. Tomorrow.
My next guests are magical, they're mysterious, and millionaires whose heart-stopping illusions have left the world in awe for over 30 years. Seigfreid and Roy are the hottest ticket in Las Vegas. With sold-out performances every night of the week, these master illusionists combine magic, spectacle, and the wonders of nature. Theirs is a showbiz success story, a classic tale of rags to riches. As troubled youngsters growing up in wartime Germany, each found their own way to escape an unhappy childhood. Seigfreid through magic, and Roy through his love of animals. Together they formed a bond, and today they are dedicated to transforming magic into epic entertainment and to the preservation of the exotic white tiger. Seigfreid and Roy boast a fan club that includes some of Hollywood's biggest celebrities, a testament to their unique stage show, a full-scale theatrical production with a magnificent supporting cast. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Seigfreid and Roy. Now look,
New York is a great audience.
of course it is.
best.
Talk about a great audience. I understand the largest crowds in the history of Radio City Music Hall when you played here?
Yes, Radio City Music Hall. Well, that was a dream come true because 25 years, the first time when we came to the United States, we arrived on a ship on the Bremen. We arrived 48th Street and we walked right up to Radio City Music Hall.
And you said, that's where I want to be.
Yes.
No, not really. We were on a third balcony. We had to stay because we didn't have that much money. And we looked down on that stage and we said, oh, we just wish. Never really dreamed of that.
You
that
wished?
came true.
Yes. We had
That's
a
okay.
fantasy. And 25 years later, we had our own show there and was
And
on
broke
stage.
all the
and I
records.
looked up to the balcony and I always still see these two guys who had a dream. It started with a dream.
Which is very interesting because it's part of a book that you put out, which we'll talk about a little later. But you all have always remembered where you came from and how you got together. I mean, most ironic. And I want to get into it. But I want to start out this way. There's nothing wrong with starting with the headliners and the marquee value. You've made beautiful women disappear, tigers disappear, and you helped Michael Jackson disappear?
No, well, yeah, you could say that. Michael is a good friend of ours since many, many years, as he still wears with the Jackson pipe. He wears this little, and he would always peek behind the curtain and watching us as we did the MGM show at that time. And then as he did his own world tours, we designed some illusions for him. And there, in turn, you know, we went with him along. And today, he actually created our theme song for our show at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas, Mind Over Magic.
Yeah, but as I understand it, you taught him some of
That's
your
right.
illusions
Yes.
so that he could use them in his show
Exactly.
where he kind of disappears in his act.
Exactly, because Michael is magic by himself. His persona is magic, and he was the honest person we would give some secrets of ours, and he used
You're not
it
supposed
very
to do that, are you, Siegfried?
Pardon me?
You're not supposed to give away
Yes,
anything.
Well, he signed a little clause.
You're both from Germany. You
Yes.
both grow up during the war. And yet, even though you didn't know each other, there are lots of similarities. Alcoholic fathers?
Well, after post-war Germany, all of our fathers came back from the war with a problem. My father was very abusive, and of course, I was more happier out of the house than I was in the house. And I had a wolfhound, Hexe was her name, and she was really my protector. because at times it became so difficult that my life was threatened. So she watched it for me. And when I was with her, I was the most happiest.
And this is where you got involved with animals,
I
very
bonded
close
right
to
away
animals?
with my animals. That was my wholesome world.
And you believe that you were a tiger in a former life?
Well, Shirley MacLaine always says that, but actually she's before... Before that, she says, I must have been an elephant and she was the giraffe. You know, so we go a few thousand years back.
Okay. Siegfried, you grew up in Germany.
Yes.
You tended... when did you get into illusion, and when did you get into tricks?
I passed one time after school, I passed the bookstore, and I saw this magic book. And I wanted this book. Something drove me very strong to this. I wanted it so badly, but I couldn't afford it. It was 5 marks, which was a fortune for me at this time. Wanted it so badly, and I found the 5 marks in the sidewalk. I always believe, you know, nothing is coincident. Everything meant to be. And when I get this magic book, I realized also, even in magic, you just don't wave just with a magic wand. You have to work very hard on it. And I worked very hard on a magic trick. I showed it to my father. And the first time my father talked to me, he said, how did you do that? The first time I got attention. And I think these few words was the opening line for my life.
And when we come back, Siegfried and Roy will share with us their most precious treasures. It's a big surprise after this.
Hey, I'd like to try that sometime.
Oh, I don't know. It's a little crazy.
No, I meant your RC.
I know. So did I.
Look for your mail-in $2 rebates and save today on 24-pack cans at your local Youngstown retailer.
Toyota sales are hot right now, and we're fanning the flames. Lease a new Camry LE for just $289 a month with no down payment. That gets you automatic, air conditioning, power steering, and a whole lot more on the Car Automobile magazine called the best car built in the U.S. Your Toyota dealer is setting sales records on fire, so hurry in now. Deals this hot only come from Toyota.
You know, when you're shopping for cereal, I suggest you walk this way because it keeps the expensive cereals out of reach and puts you in a better position to find multi-meal cereals. See, they're usually down here, well, in a bag. And they're every bit as good as these and cost less. See? This one costs about $1 less. $1. Multi-meal. The savings are in the bag. You really ought to come down here.
Dear Midas, after getting an outrageous estimate at my dealer, I came back to your shop. Your mechanics,
John, Jim, Ron, Robert,
gave me a free estimate, stayed late to finish the job, and even pointed out that my brake pads were under warranty, saving me a lot. I was so thankful for not being taken advantage of. I bought them all lunch the next day. Thank you, Sarah Acco.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. It was just big.
Too big to measure with the human eye.
They say it could show up anywhere.
Whoa! Did you see that? Pizza Hut!
Bigfoot from Pizza Hut.
Out of sight, big.
21 slices.
I can handle it.
On a totally different crust.
Whoa!
For a ridiculously low $10.99. It's a legendary value. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
Siegfried and Roy, they have shared their magic and their illusions with the world for the past 30 years. And they're sharing their rags to riches story in a new book. It's called Siegfried and Roy, Mastering the Impossible. Now, I think we're giving this away.
All right.
I think we give it. So all what we have to do is say the magic word, Sarmoti.
All right.
Sarmoti.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
Golly, have you ever?
They're 6 weeks old now.
6 weeks?
Yes.
Now look, ladies and gentlemen, these things end up being tigers. Tigers. And they're going, oh, they're so cuddly. These are tigers. We are afraid of tigers. We don't like them. We wouldn't want them in the neighborhood. Why are you going, oh, my God.
I think they would clean up the neighborhood.
Like, for instance, look at this, look at this. Come here, come here. Look at this is a woman who says, I love cats. The bigger, the better. This woman right here.
Oh, yes.
You do? You want? Can she hold one or not?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right, one. There you go. No, not you.
Hold him like a baby. Hold him like a baby. One hand down there. All right, that's it. Okay.
There you go.
Turn around. Okay.
You like that?
I love it.
Well,
You do?
I love it.
Do you know how big this tiger gets to be?
I love that,
well,
too.
let me say something.
I think this woman's
the
a
white
little kinky.
tiger is too...
But not only are they lovable, but also they are very special because they're extinct in the wild, and this is our only chance. Nature gave us a second chance, and we try to do the best out of it. Today we started with just a
10 years
breeding pair,
ago.
10 years ago with the Maharaja River of
We have to
India.
understand this. They have tried to bring back what is an extinct animal.
That's
the
correct.
white tiger.
That's right.
And this tiger just clawed me. And this is 6 weeks old.
See, you have to show respect, and you always.
Oh, I
have
do.
to
I will.
Okay.
Like
anyway,
Aretha Franklin, I've got
We
proper
started
respect.
this 10 years ago, and since then we have now 27 white tigers.
And
Isn't
five
that
snow
marvelous?
and five
Isn't that
snow white.
terrific? Seigfried, I have a little experience in this. I used to work for a man who I think gave to the National Zoo in Washington, D.C., the first white tiger, Mohini. His name was John Kluge.
Exactly.
And Mohini was the first white tiger, as I understand it, was brought to this country for the National Zoo.
Exactly.
And since then, they've become extinct, and you now have 27.
27.
Isn't that marvelous?
Yes. And another thing also, you know, some people say, why to have tigers, they should belong in the wild. Well, first of all, we kill them off, we take their space away. What Seigfreid and Roy does, we created a new space. A tiger, usually in the wild, reaches an age between 8 and 10 years. With Seigfried and Roy, our tigers reaches an age between 20 and 25 years.
We have lots of questions.
Are all these babies from one litter?
That's for one litter, and it's the largest litter that ever been from white tigers.
This litter here. She wanted to know, of all the tigers you have, is it this one mother?
There's one mother.
No. They're all different because actually what we are doing, we're breeding them back to a gold tiger in order to strengthen the bloodline. So then they become heterozygous. That means they're gold tigers with white genes. Then when they are mature, then we breed them back to a white tiger. And then again, there comes a new generation of white tigers. And that's a logical Mendelssohn law, which has worked it very well for our white tigers. So that's why they're all very strong. As you know, the white tiger is a race. 300 years ago, they still roamed the wild at the Himalayas.
But tell us about...
Today,
but tell us about, on the birth of this litter.
Yes.
What happened with you, Roy? What did the mother do?
Some difficult. Little Jaipur, which is this one, he was the fifth one. I was used to having 3 at the time. As the fourth one was coming, I was in shock. As the fifth one was coming, I couldn't believe it. The mother was at that time so exhausted, she could not do anything for him anymore. He was still in the sack and she did anything. So I opened the sack, I clipped the navel cord, and I took him and I brought him in front of her, and then she started licking him and cleaning him, get the mucus out of his lungs and his nose. And now, as you see, he's just as big as the other ones. And quite
So basically, she said, I would rather, I can't handle it, you start taking care of it.
That's right. I'm kind of their guru, their father figure,
I can understand that.
Where are these tigers from?
India.
India.
From India, yeah.
From India, from the Himalayas.
Oh, from the Himalayas. I did not know from the Himalayas.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Stand right up.
The mother can kill you.
I'd like to know what do you use to start feeding them off, you know, because
Well,
you're
of
kind of
course.
acting like the mother.
Yes.
He's kind of acting like the mother, or at least the father.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
what do you
they
start to
first
feed
have is the mother together, and they get the mother's milk. Then we will take over, and we will feed them just a milk formula, like you would have little babies. And then you introduce them to meat and a special feline diet, which is all the vitamins and etc. And so until they're becoming strong and can eat totally by themselves.
Siegfried, give me the funniest story you've had with animals in the act.
Oh, yes. Oh, boy. That's a good question. Well, when the first Snow White tiger, we had a side stage in the Mirage, at the Frontier Hotel. And during the act, they fell in love and they did their relationship right in front of 1,500 people. So it was a tough act to follow, you know.
Have they ever hurt anyone?
No, fortunately, nothing happened so far. But I want to say one thing. Usually, a tiger could kill the mate over the little ones. The beautiful thing is what our Sitara does. She shares him right away with Roy. The first time when she gave birth, the Snow White tiger, first one came 5 o'clock in the morning. She cleaned the first one, and she took him right into the lap of Roy. The second one, the third one, I still get goosebumps when I talk about this, because this was the most magical moment in my life. I never forget it.
The most dangerous animal we have in our show at the Mirage is a 35 feet fire-spitting dragon. I mean, he tries to kill me all the time.
Oh,
that
right.
one I haven't quite tamed yet.
Yeah, I understand that. We'll be back in a moment with more from Siegfried and Roy after this.
If you would like to join Maury in the studio audience, then call or write for free tickets. It's the Maury Povich Show, 221 West 26th Street, New York, New York, 10001. Or call 212-989-3622.
Listen right here. I'll be the mommy and you be the daddy. Okay. Hi, honey. You've been drinking and I'm tired of this. It's no big deal. Shh, the kids can hear you.
A drinking or drug problem affects everyone involved. New Start at St. Joe's Hospital offers a chance to start over, a time to heal. For help, call 841-4045. Come on, Youngstown, Warren, and Sharon to holiday hot tubs and pools on the Strip in Niles. Let the moving jet streams of our VibraTouch systems pamper your aching muscles, relax you, and relieve stress. All 30 PDC models are handcrafted and custom installed. The genuine jacuzzi equipment is the best that money can buy. For custom spas and pools, professional service in-store spa rooms, and the popular hot tub on wheels, holiday hot tubs and pools.
Hey, I've sunk in more subs in my time than you can believe, and this is good.
Sub lovers take Arby's Sub Challenge.
This definitely tastes like a deli sub. This is a lot of meat. Can you see that? This is a lot of meat on that sandwich.
When you grab the sub, you're going to keep eating it.
We didn't put words in their mouths.
I rate this a 9.5, and the only reason I don't give it a 10 is because it's not free.
Just our great tasting subs. Take the Arby's Sub Challenge. See if you don't agree. They're the best subs you've ever tasted.
May I have another bite, please? Yeah, you were right, Judd. There's no beach traffic.
Easy. I went out. There's a Coke machine.
Man, I'm so hot.
You certainly are.
Hot as in sweaty. Hey, so crank on the AC.
Air conditioning is for the weak, like yourself.
I'm sticking to the seat, like yourself.
That dog is moving faster than we are.
All you guys ever do is complain.
Your shoes are pretty.
Could someone please fan me?
No.
Coca-Cola, anyone?
Yeah!
Thank you, Alan, for serving a purpose in my life for the first time.
Well,
You're very welcome.
Just ahead on 21 Action News at 6. Years of flooding problems in Austintown is bringing residents together for a united fight. We'll have a special report.
A homeless man is in court accused of strangling another man to death in Youngstown.
Not a bad day in the weather. A few showers and thunderstorms tonight, but tomorrow we welcome back the sunshine.
And in sports, we'll preview the Avalon Lakes Golf Course for the LPGA.
All this and much more coming your way next.
Guests of the Maury Povich Show stay at the Lowe's New York Hotel, offering the finest in comfort, service, and value. Conveniently located in the heart of Manhattan.
Now, this is very interesting. Now, Seigfried's got his finger in one of the cubs' mouths for two reasons. First, teething, but besides that, this is what kind of backs them off.
Pretends the nipples. Yeah, it's okay. No, it's the
We told you in the book is written, the truth behind the magic. You're going to learn everything.
Right here, Seigfreid and Roy. Right, the Mastering the Impossible. The book is out, and they can be seen at the Mirage. And now, all of a sudden, all of you have questions, and asked for the last segment to have the questions, and now you have the questions now, so you open up and what?
Do they have different personalities?
Different personalities. Do they have different personalities?
Oh, yes. They're just like people. The one is the clown, the other one is the outgoing one,
the
other one is the timid one.
softest, kindest? I wouldn't hurt a human if it was...
the little girl,
the worst.
Kashmir.
Really?
She's the sweetest.
Okay. Oh, no. No. This finger is in the mouth. It's okay, baby.
Try it.
We have kids. We've got kids in the yard. Bring them on out. All the little kids here who want to see the baby cubs. Well, I'm not happy. Look at these kids. Look at this. Come on.
Hello.
What do you think? They're scared like me. They are. What do you think? Are you scared of those little baby? No? We'll go right up there then. You can come right on up there.
And also, what it says in the saga of India, they have all the mythology. They say the white tiger is the real birth of the gods. So they are very secret, actually. And we always say, if you touch a white tiger, it's good luck for the rest of your life.
You can pet it.
All right. Not done that, tiger.
We're no dummies here. I want to thank both of you so much. You've been terrific to come and bring your friends and your little cubs and babies. And thanks for telling us so much about you, because we've always wondered. You are one of the truly magical acts of the entire world. And I'm so proud and honored to have you
Thank
here.
you very much.
Seigfried and Roy. Thank you so much. Thank you out there, everyone. Until next time, America. Tomorrow, see how our cameras caught the big Publishers Clearinghouse $10 million giveaway. Plus, she's beautiful, she's bald, and she's in Cosmo. Tomorrow.
A promotional fee has been provided by...
Delicious Klondike Light Sandwiches have just 2 grams of fat, 100 calories, and tons of taste. What would you do for a Klondike?
You hate cleaning the toilet? Try my 2000 Flushes Blue. It's concentrated to clean and deodorize up to 4 months. 2000 Flushes Blue.